Hey people, all Muscle here. Now that the Face Strange Fake anime ended and that there isn't much new stuff happening in FGO JP, I can finally make videos about all the Fate related stuff that have happened in the past few days. Starting with what happened on March 31st. And yeah, I'm talking about the definitive end of service of the FGO Arcade. If you know a little bit about the scuffle story of the FGO Arcade, this news shouldn't surprise you at all. But for those who don't know much about it, let me just make a brief summary of what had happened over these past 8 years or so. FGO Arcade was released in 2018, and this game was kind of a weird decision from Aniplex and the Lightworks, because at the time of the release of this project, the arcade industry was way off its peak. In fact, you could even say that they were already struggling at that point already. Nonetheless, there were a lot of people excited about this new Fate game, and the game saw a lot of success in its first 2 years, filling major arcades with FGO players who wanted to get their favorite character in another gacha. Fast forward to 2020, when the pandemic hit Japan like an isekai truck and made stuff even worse for an already struggling arcade industry. Things slowed down a lot for the arcade, and that's the reason why on May of 2023, FGO Arcade announced that they will stop putting new content and basically went maintenance mode in order to cut Aniplex's losses. And now, after almost 3 years of the arcade just being there, Aniplex decided to pull the plug. Even though this project might have been doomed from its start, and that was clearly made only for the few Fate fans who could physically go to an arcade in Japan, it managed to last almost 8 years. And the game did a lot on those years, managing to add a roster of around 120 servants, plus multiple costumes for most of them. Some of them being exclusive for that game. By the way, I still haven't forgiven them for preventing me to get my wife, Santa Suzuka Gosen, and my boys, Rama's wife, Sita, in the main game. Just saying though. And they also have their own exclusive CDs and bond CDs too. Plus, all the servants and CDs you got on your playthrough, you could print them and have them in a physical version. It overall was a bold and risky project, but I'm sure that the few people that managed to play it had an amazing time on their playthrough. And even though I was never a huge advocate of it, I feel that it will be a shame if this project just vanished from existence. Just think about all the servant 3D models, the exclusive voice lines, and the background assets this game had. They could make a whole new game on another platform out of it. Fortunately, I think there is a chance we could get those assets being reused for some other project. And look, I know that it sounds like I'm coping, and I probably am, but hear me out. While I was doing the research for this video, I noticed that this game was run in a ALLS UX, which is a piece of hardware made by Sega, who was on charge of the development of this game. And look, I'm not a tech guy, but when I look into this hardware, I notice that this shit is pretty much a PC. I will leave a video of a guy tearing down one of these ALL UX on the pinned comment of this video, in case you guys want to check it out and correct me if I'm wrong. But if the FGO Arcade was developed for one of these exclusive Sega arcade PCs, I think there could be a way to port all the assets in order to use them for a new game in a normal PC. I'm not saying we're getting FGO 2 in 3D for PC or anything like that, but what I'm saying is that if the assets of this game can be reused, it would be nice to see some new Fate stuff coming from this lost project. But at the end of the day, only Aniplex will be able to decide the fate of the arcade. Anyways guys, that will be it for now. Like and subscribe for more EOS content. It's been your boy Muscle. Until next time. Bye bye!